So welcome back to a new YouTube video. In today's video, it's a little bit of a different one. We're going to be going over a video that I've had made on me. So I was like I was just on YouTube the other day and I saw I was getting tagged in loads of things in the comments. And there's this person called Goatis on YouTube. He has nearly 100,000 subscribers, and the title of this video is 14-year-old bodybuilder is about to ruin his whole life at George Lifts. That is the name of the title, so that's what we're going to be watching today. That is what this video is going to be about, so let's get straight into it and see what he thinks.
Alright, he eats meat and eggs, but what is he using there? Is that margarine? I can't recognize the brand, and even if I could, I probably wouldn't even know it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what it looks like. If it actually is margarine, then it's made out of seed oils, of course. Even if it's a butter and margarine mix, which means guaranteed atherosclerosis in the future. And seeing as you have a lot of stress from the working out already, which can cause heart failure or a heart attack anyway, then combining that with seed oils is just guaranteed problems for your arteries. Can be a stroke also. Really, there's not even much of a way around it, especially when you start this young.
So, we're about a minute into the video. I don't really get why he's saying I'm going to have heart failure and a stroke from the stresses in the gym and the types of food. So I don't really get that bit, but...
When you start this.
He also eats some grain sludge. That's kind of common nowadays in Britain, innit? It's outside. 1 month in the year you can do that in the UK, innit? I'm not even joking. That's how long it's warm enough. Then you gotta go back inside. Sometime in the middle of June and July.
In today's video, we're going to be going over a full day in the life, bulking, everything I eat in a day.
To be honest, I know he's saying you can only eat one day in the month outside. Actually, for the last few days, we've been sat outside in the garden just 'cause it's been really nice. It's boiling outside now. It's like 25 degrees. It's absolutely boiling. But yeah, just because it's summer, the days are a little bit nicer, so I've been sitting in the garden for my breakfast.
It's crazy that 14-year-olds, actually he started when he was 13, at least the channel, maybe even before that, get brainwashed to do bodybuilding today, which is actually body destruction, of course. If this guy continues, he's gonna look 30 when he's 20, maybe even older. And that's without any PEDs.
Yeah, I started going to the gym at 11-year-old. I started making videos just before my 13th birthday, so that's probably where he got that from.
If he hops on that also, then it's just over. And it seems like most of them do eventually, because they can't get big enough.
Natty or not?
What do you think, bro? I'm 22.
You're 22 years old? Really?
Yeah.
That's it?
The heaviest I ever was 82.5, so I want to get back to there. I know I'm going in a good direction. But yeah, to be showing you everything I eat today, starting off with 5 eggs.
The bodybuilders back in the day used to eat raw eggs. David Beckham, the football player, he also drank a lot of raw eggs. He understood that it's important for him. That's why he developed so well.
To be honest, yeah, I don't fancy raw eggs. I like scrambled eggs. That's what I enjoy eating. So, you know, I don't think there's that much difference if you drink them raw. Well, if you drink them raw, than if you just have them scrambled. I don't think it's that much different anyway. So I just do it the way I like to, the way I prefer it, if you know what I mean.
Just finished up my eggs. Now I've got a bowl of cornflakes, I've got a glass of milk, and I've got a glass of apple juice. This
Cornflakes, oh my god. Cornflakes even have microplastics inside of them. But besides that, there's also glyphosate, which makes you infertile. It's total garbage.
Infertile cornflakes. Okay. I don't know a lot of things about the body because, you know, I'm 14-year-old. I do know basic things, and I also know about other 14-year-olds. I know a lot of other 14-year-olds eat cornflakes, and I know a lot of other 14-year-olds have eaten cornflakes in the past, and I'm sure they've been able to have children in the future. So I don't know where he's got that bit from, but yeah, I'm just going to keep listening to what he's saying.
How can you eat that? It's complete poison. It's a complete waste product. It's actually a waste product that was processed into food for the slaves.
To be honest, I didn't know slaves ate cornflakes. But also, if it's not food, then what is it? That's what I'd like to know. Let me know in the comments if cornflakes aren't food. Let me know what it is.
I do eat about 6 meals a day, but this one is probably one of my favourites. Today, as it's Monday, we're going to be going to school, so I'll also be showing you like the food I'm eating while I'm at school.
Actually, most of the cornflakes today also have seed oils. In a few decades, atherosclerosis. Yeah, if he continues like this.
So after I had my breakfast, I was watching some Will Tennyson. He's just done.
Oh my god, Will Tennyson. Oh my god, I told you. I told you.
He doesn't like Will Tennyson.
I need to keep making videos about that guy maybe after all. I wanted to stop because he's just unbearable to watch, but
I don't know about unbearable. Will Tennyson is probably one of the most entertaining like YouTubers to watch, I'd say. Just 'cause I think his videos are really like, I don't know, he just gets up to some pretty cool stuff. He's always doing something really interesting in his videos. Like I watched one recently. He was on like this cruise. He was trying to lose weight and stuff. Thought that was pretty cool.
he has no idea what he's doing. His parents, I checked out the other videos, seem to encourage him doing that also, which is even worse. He should be living a completely different life. He was just a child not that long ago. And this is how he starts off as a young adult.
I think I do have a little bit of an idea what I'm doing, because you know I've got a lot of people that I know who are very experienced in bodybuilding and going to the gym in general, and also yeah, my parents do encourage it. Well, in my opinion anyway, I think what I'm doing is good. Obviously I think this person disagrees with me, but yeah, let me know what you think.
It's basically already a ruined life if somebody's not going to wake him up. And it's probably not going to happen because he's going to get more encouragement from social media, YouTube, Instagram, or whatever, which is going to push him to continue even more, just to destroy his health and his whole life. Because that's what happens when you do body destruction. Because that's all that it is.
He does call bodybuilding body destruction. I know bodybuilding isn't the healthiest sport in the world because there's like getting like to low body fats and things like that isn't healthy, but I don't think body destruction is the right word to be using, because it's more of like a sculpting instead of a breaking down, if you know what I mean.
This is what I have for my mid-morning and my lunch. For my mid-morning, I've got myself sausage sandwiches, so a sausage bagel with 3 sausages in it, and I also have a squares bar. I have that at 10:30, and then we have lunch at 1 o'clock, and I'll have my chicken bagel. I also have a grenade bar.
Yeah, he's stuffing himself full of seeds for the most part. At the very least, it's 50% of the diet so far, which is of course horrible. Birds don't even eat seeds for the most part. They eat insects, which is meat, meaning that you're eating worse than a bird.
I think chicken is quite healthy food. A lot of people would agree on me there. Obviously grenade bars, they do have sugar in and stuff like that, but it's a nice treat for the day. Squares bar, it just helps me get my carbs in. And sausage bagels is just one of them things, you know, I like to enjoy. I get my food from Muscle Food, so it's all quite lean, high in protein and things like that. So based off my experience and my knowledge, I'd say it's not bad, it's not unhealthy, it's not really healthy, but it's got like a nice mix of things, especially a mix of foods that I like.
That says it all. Humans are not supposed to be eating seeds. Not only are you eating processed seeds are the most toxic part of the plant, the seeds are also sprayed with, like I said before, glyphosate. That's what you find in the cornflakes, but also all kinds of other pesticides, herbicides in all of these plants. Oh man, yeah, his health will be ruined if it isn't already. He already looks kind of exhausted. I think that I see dark eye circles and eye bags already.
Yeah, I do look pretty tired, and I do have bags under my eyes. But I've been up half an hour. I feel like a lot of people look tired when they wake up, unless you've had an amazing night's sleep. But yeah, it's just I've been up half an hour.
And 2 rice cakes with peanut butter in. So yeah, I'll have the sausage sandwich and squares at 10:30 and the others at 1 o'clock when I have my lunch. We're on last lunch at the moment at school. We used to be on first, so we used to have our lunch at like 12 o'clock, but now moved.
And there in the mirror, that's probably his father filming him. And his father also works out, like I said. I checked out the channel. Yeah, that's what's going on today. Really horrible, and it's even worse because he starts so young. This is the age when he should be growing and developing.
I am growing and developing. I'm growing and developing like my body. I'm trying to gain muscle. When me and my coach talk, me and Eddie, we just speak about just training now and trying to use all of my natural testosterone that's like that I'm getting at the moment, and trying to use that to build as much muscle as I can.
Using the testosterone to increase the vocal cord length so that his voice is deeper, and all the other parts of the body. And instead he's using the testosterone to grow his muscles, meaning that everything else isn't gonna grow as well.
I think my voice is pretty deep already, especially for a 14-year-old. I think I'm also quite tall. I'm like 5'9.5".
And the diet is also not really good, obviously, which is even worse. Meaning that he's not gonna develop during puberty the way he naturally should. Most of the best developed guys out there as far as hormonal development goes, which is the biggest part of it, did nothing during their puberty. All that you need to do is eat good food.
Lee Priest, he actually competed in bodybuilding at 13-year-old, so he actually competed younger than me. But yeah, he seemed pretty good. I know he's not like really tall, I know he's 5'4", but he was still an amazing bodybuilder. And yeah, he looked absolutely amazing, and like, you know, huge role model, looks class. So yeah, kinda disagree with what you're saying there.
What bloody fucking hell, it's a blue sky. That's 1 or 2 days in the whole year, I'm not even kidding. That's like winning the lottery almost. Crazy, we got lucky. It's the first video that is set in Britain, which I'm reviewing, that doesn't have a grey sky.
In summertime, the sun comes out, and it is sunny, so yeah. Maybe not 1 or 2 days in the year, maybe like a few weeks, but you know, it's still quite rare for English weather for the sun to be out and it to be very warm in the morning. So, see what he means.
The way to school now. Tell you what, it's absolutely boiling today. It's one of the warmest days like of the year today. It's like 29 degrees. Well,
29 fucking bloody hell, mate. Actually, that is warm for the UK. But usually, when it's like 20, people say it's boiling hot in it.
The NABA British Finals bodybuilding show a few weeks ago, and I came third. But yeah, I was weighing in at like 73.
Wait, why do they even allow 14-year-olds to compete? That alone proves that they are pushing it onto the youth.
I'm glad they let 14-year-olds compete, because if they didn't, I wouldn't have been able to compete. And I think like doing the shows has been like just been really good for me. Set myself a goal. I was on prep for 16 weeks in total, and 16 weeks of prep is very hard to do. So I'm really glad I've managed to do it.
Kilo that show. Now I'm back up to 81.6. I weighed myself this morning, so I'm still like just building my way up, but as I said earlier on in the video, I was at 82.5 at my biggest, so when I get to there I know like I'm in a good spot, but I'm just like slowly making my way back up to where I was and hopefully just trying to gain more and more size. Like my goal weight for like the end of the year or like the end of this off.
He wants to become big for whatever reason. Usually it's some kind of insecurity because you don't feel big enough.
I don't think I'm insecure about my physique, to be honest. If I was, I wouldn't compete in bodybuilding. I wouldn't stand on a stage in front of lots of people in posing trunks. I'm just trying to look better and better for myself, really. So, yeah.
In very few cases, it can just be brainwashing, which would in this case come from Will Tennyson, as he said himself. I never saw any young so-called bodybuilders. It's all new. It's not as if anybody in nature would do anything even close to that. There's nothing like that, meaning that it's a completely man-made idea that was implanted in his head. Point being, he wants to get bigger, but when you get this big, the same way as it is when you get obese from too much fat, maybe he's going to be overweight, maybe he's not going to be obese. To actually be obese, usually you need to hop on some PEDs.
Okay, so you need to be on performance enhancing drugs to be obese. Bodybuilders aren't obese, especially the ones who take steroids. Even in the off season, there's people like Urs Kalsensky. He is absolutely shredded in the off season. He's got striated glutes, veins in his quads. I don't know how he does it, but yeah, he's in his off season and he's not fat at all. He's absolutely shredded, and especially when bodybuilders are on stage, they're very, very lean and are shredded.
But when he is 15, 16, he's probably going to be obese, if he isn't already, probably not yet. And he will stop going to the gym eventually. 99% of people do. The very few that do it until the end just drop dead in their 40s and 50s.
I know a lot of people who have trained all their life, and they're well past 40s and 50s, and they're still training every day, so.
Because it's too much stress. And then he will lose all the excess weight, which is unnatural for the body. And then he will have a hanging skin everywhere. That's something that these people don't even think about, because nobody tells them this, because nobody warns them about it.
Yeah, it's like when you go from being really big to losing a lot of weight, you will have like a lot of like loose skin and stuff, but if you do it gradually, it won't be there. You know what I mean? If you dropped everything straight away, it will, and that's why people get stretch marks, because if they get like so big so fast, they get loads of stretch marks. And that, like after my show, I've started to get stretch marks around like my chest and shoulder area. It's just because I put on so much weight so quick after my show. That's all that is.
Season is 90 kilo, which is 200 pounds, you know, a nice like round number. I think it'd be pretty cool. But to be fair, it's just about getting as much muscle as I can for obviously the show next year. But yeah, I only have like...
Yeah, but what kind of a show? Why do you want to impress some random people? Why do you need attention?
It's not about attention, and it's not about impressing people. Bodybuilding is like a sport that you do yourself, and I feel like just the full prep in general is like an amazing experience. If you're wanting to do a show, I'd 100% recommend it. But yeah, the thing about prep is, and the full bodybuilding thing is, that like it's just hard to do, and that's why not many people do it.
Why am I doing this at all? Just sit down in the sun, ideally. Think about what's going on in your life, why you're at this point.
I actually have done that a few times. You know, it's nice to sit in the garden and think about stuff. And I'm really happy with what I'm doing at the moment. I'm quite proud of myself. I know people normally don't say they're proud of themselves, but I am. But yeah, I don't regret anything I've done by starting the gym or anything.
What happened? Because clearly you're not getting the attention that you want. And if his father is into that, and it's clear that he is, then his father will only give him the attention that he wants naturally if he does the bodybuilding.
I got my dad into the gym. People who watch me know that. And me and my dad train together, and we both enjoy it. It's like, I don't know what he means by me trying to get attention from him or anything. We train together, we have fun. Yeah, I don't... he's trying to say, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm sure he's going to say it here.
Otherwise, the father would just give him the attention and the love that he naturally wants from a father. Meaning that, really, I think that the father here is the biggest problem. Because if a child gets the love...
So pretty much what he's trying to say is I want him to get, like, approved by my dad, you know what I mean? He's trying to say that, like, if he thinks it's good, I should keep doing it, which I see what he means, but no. My dad is just trying to help support me. We train together. Yeah, I completely disagree with him saying that my dad is pushing me to do this, because this is a thing that I enjoy doing. Yeah.
That the child requires, then he doesn't feel like he needs to do anything more to impress the father, to get the attention from the father. At the end of the day, bodybuilding is a lack of attention, whatever kind of attention it may be.
I don't need to impress my dad. Me and my dad have a very good relationship, and yeah, I don't need to impress him by going to the gym.
And if a 14-year-old guy feels like he needs to do this to get the attention, then he's not getting the attention in his actual real life. He's not getting the attention which he really wants. And in the first place, that's always the attention from your family. Yeah, you can tell that he has eye bags at the age of 14, which is actually insane and really alarming.
I feel like if you wake up, no matter what age you are, you'll have bags under your eyes. Like, especially if you're tired, you know what I mean? And I feel like most teenagers are tired when they're waking up and going to school quite early.
Yes, he also eats cornflakes and bread. That may add to it, but still, so much stress all the time. Going to school is also stressful, but then on top of that, going to the gym, I don't know how often he goes, probably pretty often. Yeah, that will do it.
I'm not really stressed. I'm quite relaxed about things. Obviously, you're putting your body through stress in the gym, but things like school doesn't stress me, and things like that. So I'm not really a stressed person. I'm quite relaxed and calm about things.
So, just on my way back from school now. Tell you what, it was an alright day. It's been absolutely boiling though, I'm dripping.
Tell you what, it was a lovely day in the red brick building, innit? Rice has arsenic, that's horrible. And again, this is a complete waste product. Look at the packaging, look at how cheap it is.
Same as the cornflakes. A lot of children have Rice Krispies. There's nothing wrong with Rice Krispies. I like them. I think they taste really good, and it's a good way of getting my carbs in for me.
You're eating sugar with tons of toxins. That's it. It's sugar with toxins. It's poison for the slaves. And then also a protein shake. We'll see what kind. And this also has microplastics inside, by the way. And just in case you don't understand why I'm even mentioning them, microplastics were found in the testicles of men. And seeing as he's already using up his testosterone for the working out instead of growing and developing, he will of course also not be able to produce as much of it if everything is full of microplastics. And microplastics were also found in the arteries, leading to atherosclerosis even more.
I'm just going to sit in the garden and have this. I absolutely love this protein shake. It's the cherry cola from CNP. Just tastes really, really nice. And then this is probably one of my favourite meals of the day, just because can't go wrong with a nice bowl of cereal. And then when the protein shake's really nice as well, just a nice little drink to sip on. So
Yeah, it's really sad that the people grow up today and look at that and just think that it's actual real food. I'm not blaming him. I grew up the same way. Because there's nobody out there to tell you what you're supposed to eat.
it's probably going to be very hot. But yeah.
Yeah, and the father drives him to the gym. It's clear what's going on.
Should be a good section. Let's go.
Oh my god, the sign there, results, not excuses. Just pushing people to do something that they hate.
I didn't say in this video that I hate going to the gym. I speak to a lot of people in the gym that I train at. They go every day, they enjoy it. Some people might not like going to the gym, yeah. But everyone who I speak to in the gym likes to go because they have similar goals to me, competing, maybe they do powerlifting, maybe they do like a high rocks or something, but they're still all in the gym and they all really enjoy doing fitness related things. It's like someone else I know, he goes to the gym but he also plays cricket and stuff. But yeah, no one said that they don't like going to the gym here.
He hates doing it.
If I hated doing it, I wouldn't make content about it. I wouldn't go to the gym 5-6 times a week. Yeah, it's a weird one.
But because of the brainwashing and the pressure from the family.
No pressure from my family at all. Both my parents know I love going to the gym. Yeah, there's no pressure, no like stress, I don't know.
But because of the brainwashing and the pressure from the family, he does it. Nobody on earth wants to do it, let alone some 14-year-old guy.
From saying that, I'm guessing this guy doesn't train. Guess he don't go to the gym. But yeah, I think that's a pretty bold statement saying everyone in the world doesn't like to go to the gym, because I'm sure there's a few people who like going, and it's the best part of the day.
Yeah, and then you flex, which is also essentially just a sign of insecurity.
Pausing is not a sign of insecurity. I'm pausing so I can practice my pauses, so I can learn how to hit them better.
Because you want to show us that you're bigger, you're getting bigger. Why do you want to be bigger? Only to get attention from other people, meaning that your whole life revolves around getting this attention from other people. Maybe not his whole life. And there's for sure something natural to it in the sense that you want to be liked by other people, but
it's not even about being liked by people, it's just doing what I enjoy doing every day, you know what I mean?
This is not the way to do it anyway, because if you want attention from girls, they will more so look away. And if you want attention from your father, because you're getting bigger in the gym, that's not a healthy relationship either.
Me and my dad have a very good relationship, and me and him going to the gym together helps us spend more time together as well.
You're not going to be getting the right kind of attention from anybody this way anyway. Man, I would hope that he will snap out of this, but it just doesn't seem like it. It seems like he's really deep into it. Really, just one look at Will Tennyson should tell you that it's all wrong, because he looks super old from the bodybuilding alone.
Will Tennyson, I'd say, looks his age, and he's done one bodybuilding show. It's not like he's done years and years and years of preps and stuff, so he looks really old. He's done it once, and it was like 2 months ago for his first time, so yeah. I think Will Tennyson's the wrong person to use as an example there.
Apparently he is a natural bodybuilder, as if there was such a thing, seeing as it's unnatural in itself to do it. But as far as not using any steroids goes, still he looks super old, has really bad dark eye circles, eye bags, really unhealthy guy. But no, people ignored that. They just look at his body, and if they are insecure themselves and they want to get bigger, they will follow his advice. Really, all that you want is to be taller. And
I'm not bothered about getting taller. I'm 5'9.5". I'm at good height. I'm taller than the average height in the UK. So yeah, I'm not really bothered about growing. If I do, well, it's a bonus. If I don't, I'm not that bothered.
maybe not even really so much that, also just to have bigger bones, bigger hands, wrists, and so on, which you can easily get by eating naturally and by developing well, hormonally. Being big is almost only hormonal. It's when you're healthy, especially during puberty. But when you go to the gym, you're gonna achieve the opposite. You're gonna get bigger muscles, which will eventually fade away, but your bones will not develop.
So, just got back from the gym now. I'm having my dinner. I've got my chicken, rice, cucumber, and then I've got my
Well, it's good that he eats a lot of meat, but it's very overcooked. That's typical in Britain, but you destroy most of the nutrients by cooking it.
See, people say you get rid of the nutrients, but yeah, I don't really get that, just because at the end of the day, chicken's chicken. I like it a little bit more cooked because I think it tastes better.
The protein also, which the bodybuilders are fond of. And then you also have the rice, which, as I said before, has arsenic. It's just
A lot of bodybuilders eat chicken and rice. It's the classic bodybuilder meal, chicken and rice. So bodybuilders have it. They seem like, I know not all bodybuilders are healthy, but I think rice is pretty good for you. It's one of the best carb sources, I think, anyway.
just inedible seeds. You cannot even eat them in their natural raw state. It's famine food. People only used to eat little seeds during famines, not to die, to get some sugar out of them. Now he eats that as if it's normal. And cucumbers? I don't know why. Cucumbers just have water.
orange juice and my milk. After this, I've
If it was raw milk, that
Raw milk. I didn't know there was a difference between raw and normal milk.
would be better. I'm sure that it isn't. And the orange juice, if it was raw, yeah, it's just all packaged, pasteurized, cooked to death food.
only got one more meal left, which is just my pre-bed. But it's about like 6 o'clock now, so I'm just gonna have this, then maybe in like 2 hours time have my pre-bed. Normally my pre-bed at about 8 o'clock most nights, just because I'm getting ready to go to bed for about 7:30 normally. But yeah, just gonna have this now, and then I'm gonna go on Xbox for a little bit. I think I'm gonna be going on like Roblox Squid Game with some people from school tonight, so that should be quite funny. So, just having my pre-bed now. For my pre-bed, I'll have some Nutella bagels. So I'll get the Nutella out now.
Nutella also has seed oils inside. It's a slime with sugar.
Yeah, let me be honest. I know Nutella's not very healthy, but my goal at the moment is bulking, and Nutella is very high in calories, so it's just like kind of, I have Nutella bagel, it's quite high in calories, just to finish off my day with a little bit more calories.
Which will cause, again, atherosclerosis. It's absolute slave food. His diet overall is very bad.
I've always thought my diet was alright, and also I do have a coach, you know, so I think he's making sure I'm healthy.
Ugh.
In the toaster, and then I'll also have some roasted peanuts. These are
Again, peanuts have seed oils, obviously, inside of them, not fat.
Again, peanuts, it does have fats in, some healthy fats, but also it's just some calories to finish off the day.
As a lot of people would say. Probably also some salt or whatever added to them because you're eating legumes. They are not appetizing.
favourite, like type of peanuts. With that, I'll also have a protein shake, and then just like the rest of my vitamins, stuff like that.
What vitamins are you gonna be taking? I wish he would show that.
So Tell you what, actually, I'll make my protein shake now while I'm waiting for that to toast. Just making my protein shake now. I've got my...
If you ever wondered why the packages of protein shakes are so big, it's because it's just waste products. Literally, that's it.
The bag of my protein I have is pretty big because I've got 5 kilos of it, and depending on the weight of it, depends on the different size of the bag. Yeah.
And besides that, there's also, like I said, microplastics and all kinds of toxins inside of there, just because of the process, the way it's created. Kind of similar to supplements in a way.
My protein is one of the most used supplement websites in the world, if not the. So yeah, it can't be that bad if lots and lots of people buy from it.
Protein, vanilla, just nice, simple, just a 1 scoop.
That's why it's white, by the way. It's bleached also.
No creatine in this because I already had a scoop of creatine earlier when I had my ears.
Creatine is super poisonous.
Creatine is the most researched sports supplement, and it's very good for you. Yeah. So, gotta disagree there.
As I have shown already before in the Paul Stelladino video.
Maltodextrin. I didn't video that, but while I was in the gym, I did have some EA's maltodextrin and some creatine in a drink just for some like carbs and energy for my session. So that's where I got my creatine earlier on in the day. So just take the 1 scoop of this, just down this, and then I'll have my nuts, my bagel, and those are my tablets. And then for the tablets, I'll have my essential omega-3s, I'll have my zinc and magnesiums, and I'll have my daily multivitamins. I have these before bed every night.
The multivitamins are for sure extremely poisonous because none of those are actual vitamins, obviously. I have videos about this topic. They come from all kinds of different sources. Vitamin D comes from irradiated vegetable oils, creatine, which is what he mentioned before, comes from petroleum, and so on. I'll link my video about it. None of those are real so-called vitamins. That's why they have an LD50 value, because they are all toxic. Maybe the minerals could be different. I wouldn't take them anyway, obviously.
I feel like a lot of people take supplements just because it just increases performance and things like that.
Seeing as I would just be eating a natural food, but the extraction process will be toxic anyway. Even if those would be real minerals, they would still be poisonous just because of the extraction process.
Yeah, these are just like the classic things I take.
I am predicting, if he's going to continue like this, really bad gut problems from his diet, and also this. A destroyed gut microbiome leading to depression, eczema, candida overgrowth, dry skin, all of that. Very typical. If he eats like this, grain sludge, peanuts, Nutella, seed oils, toxic vitamins, pills, waste products, which he calls protein powders, yeah, it's done. Totally gonna regret it.
Bodybuilders do this for years, if not like decades and stuff like that, so if like nothing's really like, nothing terribly like the things he's just said has came from that, I don't know why it had come from me.
In a few years already, because he's gonna feel really horrible. If you would do all of this eating naturally, it wouldn't be that bad.
Better.
I don't get what side effects there is apart from maybe like bags under my eyes if I'm tired.
You wouldn't notice that many side effects, because when you eat natural food, you can deal with stress a lot better.
There you go.
That is my full day in the life on like a bulk.
Really typical bad British diet, which always leads to the same problems, a destroyed gut and a destroyed life. absolute depression. He's stunting his growth and development because he goes to the gym, seeing as his hormones are being used for the muscles, which he will stop eventually anyway. It's pointless altogether. Yeah, this can only end bad. Will Tennyson is his idol or something like that. I would think that if I was 14 and I would look at Will Tennyson, he's what, around 30 or something now, looking at such a aged face, such horrible dark eye circles and under eye bags, I would think, no, I never want to look like that. And if you start at 14, you're gonna look like that when you're 20, 25 already. Really, he already looks exhausted. That's clear as day. And this guy will influence others to do the same. And as long as these bodybuilders don't come out and complain about the health issues that they have, and they have tons, then why would anybody stop listening to them? Because they just put on a fake smile and keep acting like everything is okay in their videos.
I can see where some of his points are coming from. I do disagree with a lot of the things he said, just in general. But yeah, when I saw that someone had made a video on me, I thought it was really cool. So thank you, Goatis, for filming this video. I did enjoy watching it all the way through. I hope you enjoyed this video as well. But yeah, remember, you can always subscribe to him and subscribe to me. But yeah, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit.